Good evening and welcome to the combo meeting, the combination village board committee, the whole meeting, and our official village board meeting. As has been discussed by the board in the past, we would, wherever we could, try to combine the committee, the whole meeting, and the regular village board meetings when there weren't too many agenda items to be discussed. So that's what we've done in this particular situation this evening. And talking to Glenn Liljeberg, everyone's aware that our cable is off the air, but Glenn tells me that this meeting tonight is being broadcast live for everyone. So those people that have asked, some of us, all of us, whether they're going to see us, the Westmont show on TV this evening, it is on television live this evening, so we're happy for that. And with that being said, I'd like to have the Virginia Simsky, our village clerk, take the roll call for the first meeting of January 2011. Please.
Mayor Ron.
Here.
The clerk's here. Trustee Emery. Here. Trustee Fleming.
Here.
Trustee Forsley.
Here.
Trustee Klebanow. Here. Trustee Scott.
Here.
Trustee Seneca. Here. Manager Searle.
Here.
Attorney Zemanek.
Here.
Police Chief Mulhern.
Here.
Fire Chief Trout.
Here. Deputy
Police Chief Brenza.
Here.
Economic Development Director and Assistant Manager Kimball.
Here. Okay. Thank you. Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item are the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting held December 16th and board meeting held December 20th, 2010. Anything to be reported?
Yeah, I did have, and we got at our place a correction on the Committee of the Whole.
Okay.
It's
With that being said, because it's a combination meeting, we may now vote on that item. So if there are any other questions or comments, we have a motion and a second.
Motion to approve is corrected. Second, Emery.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Forsley.
Yes.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Okay. No open forum requests before us this evening. Reports. I have several things that I'd like to bring up very quickly. Everybody has a copy of the new calendar. We've changed our distribution in case anyone watching this on television is not aware of. We're not distributing the calendars to the community this year, but they will be available at 4 locations that I'm aware of, and that is here at Village Hall, the Westmont Park District, the Westmont Library, and the Westmont Center.
And police station and fire station.
Oh, okay, also police and fire station also. So there are a lot of places that those residents that are interested can pick up the calendar, and I understand you're getting the calls already, some calls about the calendar.
Right.
So Larry McIntyre appears to have done a great job of putting this together this year, and has a lot of information for all of us to follow the activities of the village throughout the year. And the next thing I wanted to mention was to just tell everybody that I visited Roger Westman at Good Sam Hospital this morning, and he's out of intensive care. He's still very guarded in the hospital, but he's in a more of a regular room. And when I got there, the physical therapist had just gotten him out of bed and was walking around in his room for the first time. So Roger Westman, you are a real fighter, and I have to give you credit. He looked great, and he sat up in bed and he was talking almost like Roger Westman always talks. So
Right, get the meeting
he's coming along just fine, and I'm sure that in a couple of weeks he'll be up and ready to get back involved in the village. So I want to wish the best to Roger and Nancy, and hope that Nancy can keep up the strength to keep up with Roger in the hospital, because I know he's always issuing her orders to what she's to do next, and she'll call him, tell him he wants him there at 3 o'clock in the morning, and by God, she gets over there. So
Poor Nancy.
the best to both of them. Thank you. That's all that I have right now. Next is our village clerk.
I just have an announcement about the water and garbage bills that went out. Just went out. They have a December due date, but they're really due, a December 20th, 2011 due date. They're really due January 20th, 2011. The payment, we have sent out an immediate press release that tells that, so we're sorry, it happened. Nobody caught it, so.
Yeah.
And we're looking at sending out postcards with corrected information, and we're getting that information right now.
Any comments?
It happens.
My only comment is, none of us are perfect, right? Mistakes are made, unfortunately.
That's why they call them mistakes.
Moving right along, our village attorney, John Zemanek.
Thanks, Mayor. I have nothing tonight.
Okay. Our village manager, Ron Searle. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I would like to have an executive session regarding personnel, and Ron Searle would also like to have litigation included.
That's correct. The only other thing I had was just to follow up on the comment on the playback system. I've been told that we have the equipment at the manufacturer. They're looking at fixing the equipment, and we think that it'll be back online, playing back by next Monday, the 10th. But in the meantime, our playbacks of our various meetings are available online. There's a link on our website and through our YouTube site. So in addition to seeing this meeting live tonight, it'll be on the website available tomorrow.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Very good. Thank you. Trustee items. Start with Trustee Scott.
Thank you, sir. One thing I'd like to inform the public is about buying firewood during the winter season right now from out of state. It's illegal to import firewood from out of state due to the emerald ash borer situation. So if you're going to be buying firewood from guys who are soliciting or going around, just make sure they're from in the state. Make the situation at least a little bit better. And then one other thing was, I was wondering, when was the last time we got any minutes from the meetings from District 86 and 99 school boards? Do we get those on a regular basis?
We just had them in the,
I get some of the minutes from the elementary districts, but I don't recall receiving minutes from District 201 or the other high school districts. So some of them send them. The only ones I see are the elementary districts.
we just put a bunch of them in a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And what we've done is set up a system to pull them off their websites.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure how they're distributing them anymore.
Okay.
But they're all on their websites, and we reached out, looked at each of the websites, and we're going to bring them down off there and include them in the Friday
Just
report.
sort of along that line, do you get a copy of the Marker newsletter? I get it because I live in the district, but I wondered if,
No, I don't think so.
because that would also be a good thing for the board to see.
Okay.
So maybe they can put you on that mailing list, or I can bring it in when I
I can probably
it.
get it off their website, too.
And then maybe sometime in the future, this next year, we could set up a meeting with 86 and 99.
We can do that.
I think it's about time. I don't know if the board has had one in the past or how long it's been. But since the
I don't-
majority of our kids in this town go to those two districts, I think we need to have at least some kind of information on what's going on there, dialogue with them, like we do with 201.
That's a good idea. We can invite them. Whether or not they show up is up to them, but we can certainly invite them and encourage to come to a meeting.
I think they need to be encouraged.
Yeah. Anything
And that
else?
would be it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Klebanow.
The only thing I have is a happy belated New Year to everybody out there. I hope everybody had a safe and happy one, and good luck in 2011. And it's going to be hard to get used to saying 2011. So, happy New Year, everybody. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Fleming.
The only thing I have is on the 13th, prior to our village board meeting, we're going to have a special Public Works meeting starting at 6 p.m. Dealing with waste management. They have some information that we've been waiting on that's very crucial in going ahead. So we're having a special meeting on the 13th. It'll be here at Village Hall, either in the area here or in the meeting room, either one. At 6 p.m. on the 13th. And that's all I also wanted to add to executive session, potential land sale. Potential land sale.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Seneca.
Thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to wish congratulations to my fellow Lion members here in Westmont. The Westmont Lions Club will be celebrating their 75th anniversary as a service organization, and the actual date, I believe, is this Saturday, January 8th. The club this Wednesday will be hosting a dinner for the members, sort of along with a meeting to celebrate that anniversary. There will be a gala on February 19th held at Alpine in Darien, and that will be attended by many state dignitaries. Local elected officials will be invited. It's going to be quite an event. The Lions, as you know, support hearing and sight impaired, as well as diabetes and a number of other things. They're very supportive of our schools here. They offer scholarships and various student awards. So they've done a lot of good work, and they are, in fact, Westmont's oldest, longest serving service organization. So I wanted to take a moment to congratulate them on the good work that they do. Also, Economic Development Committee meeting will be this Thursday, the 6th of January at 7 o'clock, and that will be held in the meeting room next to the boardroom. And the last thing I have is I heard yesterday that Jim McNaughton, who is a prominent builder here in Westmont, has passed away. And that is just a tremendous loss for us. You know, he's built many subdivisions here, a very high quality, fine quality home. So he will be missed. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Emery.
Thank you. Happy New Year to everyone. And at the close of 2010, I want to thank everybody who did so much special work and so many special things around the village. Of course, our volunteers, we couldn't function without them. But when I looked back on last year, there were some people that, you know, sometimes people do little things and they really mean a lot. From Jane Barnett and her daycare, they go every nice day. These little tykes were all under like 3 feet tall, hold hands and go to the train and wave to all the people waiting at the train and to Conductor John. And it starts my day by just, you know, it lights my day. It brightens it up. And Mary Iverson, who we often disagree, but she takes such an interest in this town above and beyond what many of the residents do. I thank her for that. And the woman who was driving down Cass and found a Jack Russell huddled in the middle of Cass at 8 o'clock in the morning, picked him up, and some neighbor that I have no idea who it is said, if it's Jack Russell, take it to the Emerys. And she did, and we were able to find Izzy's owner, who was in Lamont. But this woman just, you know, somebody knew to bring him to us, and I thank her for that. And for all the people who are better people than I am in situations, like Tim Giannopoulos of Karma, that goes out every morning with a bottle of Windex and wipes the spit off the windows that a neighbor of his puts on every morning. And I got to tell you, he's a better person than I am, and he just goes off and cleans it off, whereas I'd go out with an Uzi. And so I'm really thankful for people like that. And Karen at Aria, that when my dad passed away, I told her he was a gardener, and she said, would you like me to make a flower garden for his memorial service? And she did. She made an entire flower garden for the service that busted up into 15 different arrangements that we gave out to people. And there was nobody, no other florist that I would have trusted to do it other than Aria in Westmont. So to all the people that did little things, it didn't go unnoticed, and I thank you.
Very nice.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Can't top that. Nothing, thank you.
Okay, thank you. New business. We have nothing under new business. The next item is finance ordinance number 17.
We have before us on this third day of January 2011, a finance ordinance in the amount of $512,370.13.
Motion to approve, Seneca?
Second, Emery.
Discussion on finance ordinance number 17. Hearing no discussion, roll call.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Forsley.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Purchase orders. We have no purchase orders before us this evening. So unless there's something to come before this board, I would entertain a motion to go into executive session regarding personnel, litigation, and potential land sale.
So moved, Emery.
Second, Scott.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Emery.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Forsley.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Thank you. We're convened to an executive session.
Yay.